All right. Hi, guys. Welcome to our Sunday night Q&A, little family meeting here. So we just wanted to get on and we just wanted to kind of explain, since our official kickoff is tomorrow, we're just explaining kind of what to expect for this group. And we like to change it up a little bit. So if you have been in our groups in the past, we have some different stuff happening and the way that we're going to run it and everything else. So Kim and Chrysanthi and I are the leaders of this group. And so basically what that means is you're going to see a lot of posts and stuff from us. And like I said, we work behind the scenes really hard to bring you guys good stuff. And so our goal for this group is to get you guys to check in and to be engaged, because what we have found is that the more engaged that you are, the more you check in, the more you're excited about what you're doing, the more you get results. And so we love feedback too. So if you guys can tell us like, this was really fun, or, I'm not really getting much benefit from this, or can we try this, like, whatever, like we want to hear. And so we just we love when you guys are participating and when you are honest, and just know that we're your family. And so we want you guys to feel like this is a place that's very comfortable for you to come to celebrate your successes, to share your struggles. You committed to yourself and to this group and to your health. And so our goal is to keep you committed to whatever those goals are and to whatever your health is. So the one thing that, and I'm talking about goals, right? Goals and expectations, right? Okay. Sorry. I was going to go back to my email, but I don't want to do that to distract myself more. So earlier in the week, we did map out for you. We had a call to action for you guys to create goals. If you have not done that is okay. We will put a document in the group that you can fill out if that's a little bit easier for you. But here's the thing. You need to set goals, because if you don't, you're not committed to anything. It's like creating it's a wish, basically. A goal is a roadmap to get to the destination that you want to be at. So many people don't set goals because if they don't set goals, if they don't meet them, it means that, let me say that again. So many people don't set goals because they feel like they're a failure if they don't meet them. So if they don't ever set them, they've never failed, right? And so you're doing yourself such a disservice when you do that. We all fear failure. We all do. You have to just know that this is a process and you're never failing. The only way to truly fail is to give up on yourself, is to quit, to completely throw in the towel and walk away and give up. That is failure. But failures can be looked at as just lessons along the way. So one time I heard this and I thought this was really cool. It's like when you're setting goals, it's not a missed goal. It's just a missed deadline. So you just shift the deadline. So if you can have that mindset when you're setting goals, like this is truly what I want to accomplish, but I'm not going to beat myself up. If I miss it, it will just be a deadline that I need to look at and reevaluate. And if I do mess up along the way, I'm going to take that as a lesson and I'm going to figure it out. So, but if you don't set that goal, there's no destination. You're just existing, and then it doesn't become important, because we want you to write those goals out every single day and look at them every single day. I am in a group right now where I have to check it off on my accountability group that I am writing out my goals. And I do it, and I cannot even tell you like what it's doing to my mental state. Every single time I write those goals out, I know what they are, but every time I physically take a new piece of paper and write my goal down every day, it gives me this like energy about it. And then it reminds me when my excuses pop into my head throughout the day, that goal that I wrote down first thing in the morning pops back into my head. And so that is why they're so important. So goals, you have to do them. Do the form, share them with the coach that invited you to this group. And your coach is going to hunt you down and find you and get those goals from you. So if you don't do it, we're going to find you and make you do it, because it's that important. We truly believe it's that important. So expectations, that is one of your expectations of this group, is to do your goals. Another expectation of this group is that you need to do before pictures and you need to do measurements. a requirement. I promise you, and Tiffany's on this call, she can vouch for it. She did her pictures, and there was such a difference when she did my very first group in her pictures. And I can pretty much guarantee that if she wouldn't have done them, she'd have been shooting herself in the foot because she would have been upset because the pictures really tell the whole story. You look at yourself every single day, you don't see changes, and then you do those side by sides. Because here's the thing, the scale is not going to tell the whole story. So I encourage you guys to get rid of the scale. Throw it away. Don't look at it. Don't get on it for the rest of the challenge. I hate the scale. I hate the way that it messes with, especially women's minds, men too, but mostly women. Like, just get rid of it. It does not define who you are. It does not tell how wonderful of a mother you are, how beautiful you are, the character that you are. It does not tell how your clothes fit. It does not tell the energy that you feel. It does not show the muscles that you're gaining, the moves that you can finally do that you couldn't do before, your cardiovascular endurance, your blood pressure, your blood sugar. Like, it doesn't say anything. All it does is measure your gravitational force with Earth. That is the only thing that it does. So get rid of it. It does not define you. It does not define your progress in this group. Okay? We cool? Cool. Okay. Expectations, checking in every single day. We expect you guys, get in the habit. You don't have to spend all day in this group. We're going to post 3 times a day. You're going to have a morning post, you're going to have an afternoon post, and you're going to have a PM post. Okay? Morning's going to be really early because we have some early risers that like to get up and work out. And I know I like to tell somebody after I work out. So people like to see that they can post their sweaty selfie. So we want you to post your sweaty selfie after you work out under our post. Then we're going to share, something during the day. It'll be something fun, motivational, inspirational, educational, maybe a little an assignment. And then at the end of the day, we're going to have you check in. So just get in the habit of checking in like twice a day, in the morning or after your workout, and in the evening. And maybe if you work out in the evening, just check in the evening and look at what we've posted for the day and do your little assignment and be done. So don't feel like you have to be tied to your phone, but you have to check in. And again, your coach will hunt you down if you're not checking in. And we do this because we love you and we want you to get the results because you signed up with us to get results. And if you do the assignments and you check in, you will get results. I think that's it for me. Krisanti and Kim are going to talk about kind of the fun stuff in the group. I'm the mean one putting the, I don't know what I want to say, but I'm the mean one, I guess, being real with you guys. But we're going to have fun, and there's going to be some prizes and stuff to get along the way. So I will throw it over to Krisanti. Go ahead.
Me. All right, you guys, I'm so excited. For those of you who are not on live with us, that's okay. Know that we're still excited for you guys too. So the Pineapple Challenge is honestly just lights this fire inside me. A little bit of background on it. I became obsessed with pineapples with Kim about a little over a year ago, I guess, just because of the whole like stand tall, wear a crown. Plus they're really cute, and like there's a lot of really cute like headbands and stuff like that out. So we became obsessed. Then we got Kirsten in on it with us, and we just found that like we could take this obsession that we had for pineapples and make it into something that was like a movement for people to increase your confidence and increase just your overall energy and excitement and mission through all of this. Because you come into these groups because you want to lose weight, or you want to fit into your jeans, or you want to improve your health levels, but there's so much more that comes out of it. So we're pumped to share that with you guys in our Pineapple Challenge. I'm going to talk to you guys really quickly about the fun stuff, like Kirsten said, which is that we're going to have pop-up challenges. And then we're also going to do something, if you're new to this group, if you're new to the Pineapple Challenge groups, you may not know about this, but we create pods. So these are little groups of people where, our big thing with these groups, and the biggest thing that's changed me and my consistency in this habit and lifestyle, is the accountability and the friendships and the camaraderie. So we've decided to kind of level up on that by creating these smaller pods, because the group can get kind of big. But what we do is we put you in a group with like 3 other people. So there's a total of 4 of you, and we call it your pod. And we encourage you to really form a connection with those people, to friend request each other, to send each other messages. I know in the last challenge, we had people who were on Voxer and sending each other messages that way. So whatever works for you, make it fun. Give yourselves like, a tagline or a team name or whatever it is. And then those are the people who, in addition to the accountability from the group, you're going to be messaging on the side, kind of just like that, those side conversations that talk you off a ledge. Maybe you're standing in your staff room at work and there's donuts, or your husband comes home on Valentine's Day with like a huge box of chocolates. Like, those are the people that are going to help talk you off the ledge in addition to us. So those are your pods. Now, the cool thing with the pods too, in addition to the accountability, the friendship, and all that you're going to get naturally, we as coaches are going to come up with little pop-up challenges along the way. So you might see us come up with a challenge having to do with how much water you're drinking. You might see us come up with a challenge with Kim's Fitness Friday posts, or sharing recipes, or posting on your Facebook wall and doing fun things with your Shakeology or plank challenges. Those are just some things that you might see come up along the way, and they may be done with your pod. And then if that's the case, we'll say it's a pod challenge. You'll snap a picture of yourself. Someone in the pod will create some kind of a collage, and you'll post them together. So it's really the idea that no man is left behind, because if you know that, these other 3 people in your pod are doing this, then you're going to figure out a way to do it, because you don't want to let them down, right? So that's really awesome. We have a lot of fun with that. I've definitely gotten, as Kristen said, we love feedback, because this is what we do. This is our job. Like, we take this pretty seriously because we want you guys to get results, and that's why we are successful as coaches. So that being said, keep your eyes out for the challenges. Also, what we're going to ask you to do is, if you want to be in a pod, we're going to create a post asking you to comment, and then we'll take all those people who comment yes, and we'll put you together in a pod, and we'll tell you what those pods are by tomorrow night, probably, or Tuesday morning. I'm out of breath. I'm pregnant, and I don't know, this baby's like compressing my airwaves or something. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, pods, challenges, prizes. You're going to get prizes when you participate in the challenges, which is really fun. And if you've been in a group before and you have people who were in your pod previously and they're in this group also, and you want to stick with those people, just put that in your comments. If you're like, I was in a pod last time, but those people weren't on the same schedule as me, or it just didn't ever kick off with the right energy, then that's fine too. You can switch them up. So it's up to you. But if you do want to stick with your pod peeps, just let us know so we can make that happen for you guys. That's all I got, and I'm super excited. Day 1 is tomorrow. You guys, the biggest thing I can tell you is don't overthink this. Have fun with it. It's going to change your life if you allow it to. It's going to change your life if you lean on us, and it's going to change your life if you really embrace the accountability and friendship. All right, Kim.
Woohoo! Well, I'm ready to go. So I'm going to talk to you all real quick about meal planning. This is something that when people, I feel like, start their health and fitness journeys, that so many people automatically just think of, I'm going to be adding a workout in. I'm going to, just by exercising, I'm going to see results. And to be honest with you, that's how I led my entire life. Oh, well, I worked out today. I could go and eat a whole entire box of macaroni and cheese. Oh, I worked out today. I could go and have dessert every day this week because I worked out one day. And the problem was that no, I wasn't gaining weight, but I had no definition. I didn't feel good. And there were some times, based off what maybe I did gain a little, but I wasn't giving my body the right fuel. So now you all have access to all of these different meal plans based off of what program that you've committed to for our month. And if you go into the program materials on your Beachbody On Demand, each program has its own meal plans, nutrition guide, everything for you. So it is seriously laid out for you, and you can design it and customize it for yourself. And when I first started this journey, I never meal planned. I did cut back on what I was eating. And then after one challenge, I was like, wow, I think I could have gotten better results. And that's when I dialed in my nutrition. And so I want you to think I know there's all different types of personalities in this group, and I don't want it to overwhelm you or anything like that, but you can customize even the way that you meal plan to yourself. So what you all should have probably already have done, but if not, you will be doing, is going on and figuring out what category you should be in for your program with how many containers you should be eating. If you're doing like 80-day obsession, it breaks it down for you for what time of day you should be eating what containers. And then other programs is just getting those containers in throughout the day. So figure out what works for you, and myself, your coach can help you with that if you need it, but it's pretty self-explanatory. And then from there, you're going to make up a meal plan. And this is why you need to make a meal plan, is because you need to know exactly what you're going to be eating. Because what happens is life gets in the way. Life gets freaking crazy, right? And you don't want life to get in the way of your health. So you're going to have it all planned out. So you come home from work, it's 4:00, you're starving, you have to get dinner on, and you're all frantic. Next thing you know, you're just ordering takeout. Well, that's not going to happen anymore, because with your meal plan, on the way out the door, you're going to grab an apple and some almonds for your car ride home to hold you over, so you're not snacking on crap. And then when you get home, you're either going to be reheating something you already made, or if you're like me, I don't like to spend my entire Sunday meal prepping all day. I have extreme ADD, so when I go to start cooking, something that should take me half the time takes me a very long time. I'd rather hang out with my family. So I plan short, quick, easy, healthy meals to make every single night of the week. And I try to sometimes double the recipes so I have leftovers and stuff like that, where I only take a half an hour, 20 minutes out of my night to cook, clean everything for that meal. And then I already know what I'm doing. So I wake up in the morning and know what all my meals are, and I'm crazy. So I'm like psycho, or if I need to know when I'm going to eat, eating. If I know that, then I won't get as hangry as if not eating. It's like a thing with me. I need to know, always need to know the next time I'm eating. So if you travel with me ever, I always have snacks. I'm like the best person to be around. I always have snacks in my pockets because I never want to be hungry. But that's the most important part of this. You never get caught off guard where you're going to be snacking on anything that has temptation. It's so easy to fall back into those bad habits and things like that. But if you have it planned out. Now, to be honest, it doesn't take me that long. I start with my dinners. I pick out like 5 dinners for 7 days, and I pick out what day I want them. And then I go grocery shopping based off of that. I do all of that on Friday night. I place an order online. So my groceries get ordered delivered. I go pick them up on Saturdays. And then that way Sunday, like right now, I have a egg frittata going in the oven. So I know I have breakfast for my husband and I all week. And that's something I you the time, and it will literally relieve you that stress, that pressure of, oh my God, I'm on this meal plan. I'm supposed to be eating healthy tonight. I don't have any time. I don't know what I want to eat. I'm so hungry. I'm just going to order whatever. Instead, that eliminates any of those temptations, any of that stress. And you're just able to come home, know what you're eating, and then you're going to be seeing results. The best part is that we all share our meal plans. And I have a ton of Pinterest boards. I have ones that are based off of like dietary restrictions, and they're not super organized, but they'll be a guide so you're not overwhelmed when you go on Pinterest. And then I also have one that's like straight up for the like 21-day fix. So I would love to share them with you. If you want to send me a message, I can send you my boards. We're going to be sharing our weekly meal plans in here, and I encourage you to share your weekly meal plans. I don't care if you are just handwriting out what your meals are, take a picture of it and share it when we post about it. The thing is that not only are you holding yourself accountable to what you're going to be eating, but at the same time, you're going to be helping your group out, because sometimes we kind of get stale with our recipes and what we do and make the same things over and over again. We get bored. And then next, you're living life on the edge and eating something you shouldn't be eating, and like sausage, peas, and mascarpone over penne pasta. One thing I don't eat anymore because it's not on the meal plan, but it's a favorite. And that's how I got my husband that meal. So Valentine's Day, our first Valentine's Day. So But yes, I highly recommend sharing, because in that way you get fresh ideas every single week. And honestly, if you're just too lazy, you can steal someone else's meal plan and be like, I like that, and I just don't like salmon, so I'm going to sub in some shrimp instead. Whatever makes you happy. But definitely it's going to help you. I'm going to be around for like anytime under this, when we post this video in the group. Share any questions you have, send them off to me. I'd love to help you. And I'm just so pumped. This group, like everyone has been saying, really, I just get excited for it. I have a lot of passion for it. Every time we start a new one, I get excited, and I just hope that more and more people want to join us, because it's a different energy in here than any of the other groups. And I think it's just, I almost look at it as like a royalty group, I guess, with the pineapple with our crowns. But I really do feel like we as coaches treat this group differently, and it's our baby. We put a lot of pride and joy and love into it and into you. And I hope that you dive all in, and you're really going to thrive. And I'm excited to see, and I'm going to be super proud of you when you step up out of that comfort zone and get those results. Let's do it.
Does anybody, Tiffany, do you have any questions for us, or anything that you can think about that when you first started? Hold on.
I'm muted.
Okay.
I found benefit, and I liked how some of you guys would say, hey, what are some of your recipes? Like kind of a group share type thing. I liked that. Even if it's like a Shakeology recipe, or, whatever Kim, I'm definitely interested in your quick, easy, healthy meals.
Everything under 30 minutes. Done.
But yeah, I definitely liked that in the first group. As a group share.
Yeah, I think that the meal planning is probably the hardest part, because it does take effort and it does take some time. I think one thing to remember when this is something new a lot of you guys are doing, is that it's intentional time. Like, Kim does it a certain way where she literally breaks up her day, but you're still spending, an hour, 2 hours of your time of sitting down, thinking about, and as a new person planning out meals, you're going to have to do a little research. But here's the beauty of it, is that you have resources at your fingertips, literally. And I put in a video there of how to tour Beachbody On Demand and see all of the material. Every program has a nutrition plan. And so whatever program you're doing, go to that one first, of course. But if you want to find more recipes, the Fixed State Cooking Show has recipes on there. But also every program has its own nutrition guide under the materials. So if you're like, I really just want to, and they're all clean, all of the recipes are clean. If you're doing 21-day fix, you may have to kind of figure it out in terms of like doing your measurements and stuff, because they aren't all containered if they're from an older program. But like P90X has a great nutrition plan. Insanity, it's an older program. Insanity and Turbo Fire. You guys, Turbo Fire chili is so good. That program has a great nutrition plan. So all of those programs have recipes. The other thing is literally you can go to Pinterest and be like 21-day fix approved recipes, and hundreds of customers and coaches have already made meal plans and recipes for you. You don't even have to do it. So it's at your fingertips, but I love that feedback. So I think we'll do some of those like pop-up recipe shares, especially with Shakeology and just random, really fast. I'm the same. I cook meals that are like less than 30 minutes most of the time, because I meal plan. I meal plan when I like grocery shop, but then I start freezing stuff, and then I'm like, I forgot to take the chicken. Oh. So I feel like I'm always behind in getting dinners ready. Everything's usually in the fridge somewhere, but it has to be cooked really fast because I'm usually hungry, and it has to just be done fast. So I steam a lot of veggies. I grill a lot of meat, and that's easy to do. Steam veggies, 3 minutes. The longest it takes is to cut them, really. Steam and roast everything pretty much, and grill a lot of stuff. So But yes, if you guys have any questions on your meal plan, your bracket, you're going to find most of your results are going to come from what you put in your body, because the food fuels you. So if it's a compound effect. If you are fueling yourself with the right foods, you will feel better. And when you feel better, you feel like working out. And when you work out and you fuel your body, you get results. And then you get addicted to those results. So just remember, you guys, the programs 100% work. You have to do the work. You have to come into this and say, this is going to work for me, and I'm going to show myself how it does. Because we 100% guarantee that if you follow the program exactly how it's laid out, you do the workouts, the nutrition guide, you drink your Shakeology every single day, you will get results. 100% guaranteed. If not, if you aren't getting your results, you're not doing it. That's just real talk. But if you're going to lie to yourself and tell yourself that you just didn't get results because the program failed, you can still get your money back. And I don't think we would be in business if they didn't work. But they work, you guys. We've been doing this for a long time. You just have to put in the work and be committed to it and know that you're capable.
I think too, like people think, and I'll put this out there and I'm going to do it again. I'm going to make myself a note to go live about this in the page. People think they can come into this and like make up their own rules. And I say that confidently because I was one of those people, but also because I sat and had a conversation tonight with a challenger who is going into phase 2 of 80-day obsession. So she's 26 days into this, and still even going through it, like we're so set in our ways of like, you know, like this is so broken down for us and so simplistic that like we feel like we need to fix it. You know, like we feel like we know the better way. Like, oh, I don't really need my Shakeology, or oh, you know, this calculation says I should be in plan C, but I think I should be in plan B because I can't eat all that food. Or like, this is what happens. We start to rationalize with ourselves. But guess what, you guys? If that was how it worked, we wouldn't be here. Like none of us would be in this group. These programs wouldn't be selling. The people wouldn't be getting results. Like stop making your own rules up. Like follow the rules, follow what it says. And don't think like you know more than Autumn and all of the people who like it's not Autumn. It's like, she's got all these people behind her that are like writing up the nutrition. Like they are certified nutritionists, certified health specialists who are coming up with this stuff. But somehow for some like convoluted reason, we still think like there's this better way. There's this easier way. Like we need to, you know, eat less or eat differently or skip the shake. Like, you know, and that's, I could go on forever, but I think that's like a good point. And that's something we have to really focus on this time is like, this is the way. This is the way. There isn't a better way. This is the way. So.
Yeah. And it's expert created. Like, and that's the thing. We're not the experts. We're just your best friends, your cheerleaders, your people telling you that, and we're your proof because we all have had our own transformations. And I bet I could say that all three of us have tried to do it our own way, which is like, I'll just do the workout and follow the nutrition 50%, or I'll do it and not drink Shakeology or whatever. But when we are 100% dialed into the fitness, the nutrition, the Shakeology, we get amazing results. And sometimes I think we amaze ourselves. Like, oh man, I really shouldn't have been drinking wine every Friday and Saturday night. Had a 6-pack years ago. But it's all, and then again, it's all based on your goals. So that's what you have to align it with. What are your goals? What do you want out of this? What does success look like for you? And that all comes down to, you know, writing out your goals and then sticking with it. So I think that's pretty much all we had, but we're excited that you guys are here and that you took time to kind of listen to the kickoff and any other questions you have, Tiffany, for us, or feedback or anything. All right, cool. Well, thanks guys for listening. And we'll obviously be seeing your pretty faces in the group. So let's kill it for the next few weeks and let's have some fun while we do it. All right, guys, have a good one.